Says, you defeated the black metrons that appeared. Says, you have unread mail.
While Wisperian was still intact, a broken pulley lift prevented you from reaching Moonshade Town. Suddenly, a mysterious being bathed in light appeared and led you to the top of the great tree.
Says, acquired bald eagle morph. Says, you have unread mail. Says, you can battle other players in this zone. Penalties will be applied upon death, and collisions occur between players while in this area.
We can't, Kyra. It's too risky to move our troops now.
Damn it! With the pulley destroyed, reinforcements can't reach us!
Is there some way? Oh, someone's coming! How did you get here? I thought the pulley lift was broken. I don't really understand what you're saying, but if you got here with the glide morph, you must have the power of a star fragment. I hear that those with the power of a star fragment can communicate with mysterious entities. Forgive me. My name is Clay Carter, from the Resistance. For some reason, you seem kind of familiar. Oh, I see. You escaped with me. I'm glad to see you're safe. But now's hardly the time to chat. For now, will you lend us your strength? Thank you. Captain Kyra and I will fight the Archean forces on this side and find a way to get in. We'll need you to go into town and rescue the residents with the Resistance. Please be careful. When this is over, let's be sure to meet again.
Says, you have acquired Whispering Amateur completion reward, S.
Serve the Archean! They even recruited all warriors!
I've opened up a path for you. Now go!
Stop your strength with Spirit Star Fragment and capture all who bear the power of the stars! With this, Kazar will have to recognize Zarok.
I'll clear the way here as well. Please stand aside. Spear of Fury!
Says, you have unread mail. Currently unable to morph into a morph form. Says, you can use dash morph soon. Says, currently unable to morph into a morph form. Currently unable to morph into a morph form. Says, you can use dash morph soon.
Fury attack!
Says, currently unable to morph into a morph form. Says, you can use dash morph soon. Says, currently unable to morph into a morph form. Says, currently unable to morph into a morph form. Says, currently unable to morph into a morph form. Says, currently unable to morph into a morph form. Says, currently unable to morph into a morph form.
This is the power of a rampaging star fragment.
I'm sorry, child.
Children, this way! Hey, wake up! That's strange. I wasn't told about any serious injuries. Hey, are you awake? Do you recognize me? Oh, nice. You wait here. I'll call the healer now.
The child who lost everything here 10 years ago now challenges the might of the Archean Legion. Starborn bravery and determination, forged in celestial fire.
Says, used mana regen potion. Says, used quality defense remedy.
you in any condition to move?
Hey,
I'm on my way with the healer.
What happened? Do you have any idea how worried I was? I thought something happened to you. Clay is waiting inside, so hurry up and go see him.
If the pulley wasn't broken, I would have kicked way more ass.
I heard someone took down that giant orc alone. That's crazy.
Seriously? Nobody else could put a dent in that beast.
Did you see that purple glow at the time?
So you're the child of the stars who Clay was waiting for.
Come on, what's the worst that could happen? We won, and that's all that matters.
Oh, you're finally awake. Come this way. Thanks to your defeat of King Vert, we were able to fight off the Archeum. The portal in the sky has closed as well. We were about to be killed by King Vert when your star fragment went into a frenzy and overwhelmed the enemy. If you hadn't been able to defeat him, none of us would have survived. I'm thankful the Elder protected you 10 years ago, so that today we could stand together to defend Wisp Island. Speaking of which, I'm sure you feel guilty over what happened to the... Please. That said, are you alright? That power is unpredictable when it's in a frenzy. It will hurt innocent bystanders who get too close. I have a friend named Martinet in Castleton, a town in Laslan. She's researching the effects of star fragments. I believe she can help you. Here, take my token. Show this to the storage manager named Melky, and he will help you. When you are ready to leave, touch Luna Zero's head to temporarily enhance your glide ability. That should get you all the way to Castleton. I wish you all the best.
And always together.
says, you have acquired hello. Thanks to the star frag says, you have unread mail. Urlock Grail says, Guppy Whoopie says, and Riot Games Cooking and Mo 2. Profi says, Sanctum of Desire Profi's Party. Urlock Grail says, I'm waiting. Ginalyn says, I had a ton of fun on SW. Urlock Grail says, I ma play T. Ask Syntax says, BioAir is cooked. Empire says, Ask Syntax says, SW. JRPK says, JRPK's Party Sanctum of Desire / Alter. Ask Syntax says, Wimu says, League MMO before Ash's release. Rename 003. Chosen says, Vanity RNGT. Active. Mid Kitten says, Pokemo is goated. Hippopint says, Dragunia H says, Dragunia. Hippopint says, Kalinit. Alex Na says, 2028 for E. Alex Nas. Profi says, let's go down. Shine Searcher says, 200. Hippopint. Ask Syntax says, SWTOR2 when. Hippopint says, right. Hippopint says, right. I9 Aruko says, Ask Syntax says, Empire. Ask Syntax. Hippopint says, Sutor was the best. Ask Syntax says, it's like Detroit. Hippopint says, oh yay. Super Acroy says, boasts room open. Asks Tinavil says, Tinavil's party Sarudoma inside the cave. Ask Syntax says, and have the, says, boss. Hurlia says, LFG Sanctum. Ask Syntax says, like SW Galaxy. Kinu Rii says, BioWare all the good games at. Goriatum says, LFG. Wimu says, any Fusion Fall gamers? Ask Syntax says, imagine removing ranked PvP from your game because you're too lazy to fix it. Abby Ian says, LFG. Ask Syntax says, and losing January 8th of your player base BC of it. Vania says, Vania's Party Sanctum of Desire. Fresh Kureb's Farm says, Guild Casual Recruit. Una says, Source. 1. Jacqueline says, LFG Sanctum. Abby Ian says, LFG. DD says, Hateful Booney says, LFG Abyss 5 francs. Godnik says, LFG Island. Tank Killer says, LFG Crypt. Tiger Lord says, LFG Crypt. Hey, Ask Syntax says, is PV. Abby Ian says, LFG Crypt. Smalley I says, Ask Syntax says, like the Orianas at the least. Grimbly Wimbledoo says, LFG Sorodoma. Flynn says, Flynn's party siloid 6 francs. Zen says, and LT, Omni and GT, recruiting for PvP-Boonstone/Riftstone/Boss/Dungeon PvP-Active Discord-Dungeon Groups-7x raids per week-Gear help-Whisper for more info. Smalley I says, LFG Crypt. Crimson Scar says, LFG Lizard Island. Godnik says, LFG Island. Hungrity says, 1111. Locaperson says, Locaperson's party 2 francs sanctum. King Arthur Jones says, LFG on Island. Fresh Kureb's Farm says, GG. Wishfu I says, did ornate coins reset? Wishfu I says, I have almost 2 grand again lol. Chaos Q says, LFG Siloids. Ask Syntax says, how? Wishfu I says, it but I'm not mad at it. Wishfu I says, more trait stones yai. Godnik says, Godnik's party Saladama Island. Locaper. Smalley I says, LFG crypt. Casmadane says, LFG crypt. Says, you have collected the items attached to the mail. Says, mail deleted. Malady says, lol. Vexel says, I heard some Boatferium loser that Metal Gear God says, Metal Gear God's part. Vexel says, anyone know where the Halloween peddler is? Hanasong 25 says, DPS LFG crypt. Vexel says, NVM, found him. Brother Boom Boom says, LF for a Hydra farm parter. This is the Throne and Liberty title screen. To start the game, please hit X. You played as Queen of Souls on server Amos last time. To start the game, please hit X.